The Billings Police Department says 2 suspects involved in 2 separate bank robberies in the city have been arrested. BPD says 25-year-old Patrick Justice and 87-year-old Stephen Whitecloud have been charged on 2 counts of robbery. Today's robbery at the Wells Fargo Bank in Billings and a robbery at the U.S. Bank on Grand Avenue 4 days earlier. Good Monday evening, everyone. I'm Ren Wadsworth, and we've got a lot to start out your week coming up tonight. Before we go straight into other stories, making headlines tonight, meteorologist Mark Haka has your first look at the weather forecast.
Well, good Monday, everyone. A nice summer night around South Central and Eastern Montana, Northern Wyoming. Let's take a look at temperatures. 79 in Billings, 81 in Miles City, 72 across the border at Sheridan, and 70 out in the Livingston area. Look out west, 98 in Lewiston, Idaho. And temperatures are a little bit warmer than they were 24 hours ago in Billings, but actually cooler in many areas than it was 24 hours ago, including Sheridan, as well as Jordan and Lewistown. Radar has been showing some showers and isolated thunder showers out north of Bozeman and around Red Lodge, and most of that has been quickly diminishing with the loss of the sun and daytime heating. Winds generally 5 to 15 miles per hour. Tomorrow, a hot one in advance of a cold front. Increasing winds sustained east-southeast 14 miles per hour, a high of 94 in Billings, 92 smoky and breezy in the Miles City area. And finally, Sheridan, you're going to be looking at a chance of thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon and evening, a high of 86. The state will be divided. I'll explain coming up.
All righty, thank you for that, Mark. Moving right into our news for tonight. Montana Highway Patrol is investigating 2 fatal crashes that happened over the weekend. In one incident near Wolf Point, MHP says a driver who was traveling westbound on Highway 2 got into a head-on collision with a car traveling eastbound. They say the driver was speeding and was driving under the influence of alcohol at the time of the crash. He was killed at the scene, and the passengers in the other vehicle were taken to a Billings hospital for treatment. MHP is also investigating a fatal crash that occurred near Belgrade on Saturday. MHP says the 25-year-old man was trying to drive along a curb but went off the road and instead hit a culvert. They say the vehicle rolled multiple times, ejecting the driver in the process. MHP says the driver was under the influence of alcohol and drugs and had no seatbelt on at the time of the incident. These investigations are currently underway, and as we head into Labor Day weekend, law enforcement is stepping up their patrols to catch drivers under the influence. The Gallatin County law enforcement agencies and Montana Highway Patrol say they will be increasing patrols across the state this weekend. The goal is to make DUI arrests and help ensure every Montanan gets home safely. MHP and the Montana Department of Transportation says they are committed to reducing fatalities and severe injuries on Montana's roads. Authorities are encouraging every Montanan to plan a sober ride home, as this weekend marks the final 3 days of the 100 deadliest days. And as we head into the holiday weekend, let's look at some statistics for the highest fatality rates caused by impaired drivers in the Treasure State. In 2021, the state recorded the highest share of alcohol-related traffic deaths at 45%, and 63% of traffic fatalities were a result of impaired driving. And since 2012, 1,268 people have been killed in crashes involving an alcohol-impaired driver. Now, Operation School Supply, a supply drive to benefit under-resourced students in Billings and Laurel Public Schools, is coming to an end this week. But our one and only Travia Forte has an update on how they've done so far.
So far, United Way of Yellowstone County has collected 2,000 school supply items, and by the end of the week, they're hoping to collect much more so that classrooms in Laurel and Billings can thrive.
The supply drive helps stock local school pantries with school essentials and hygiene items for teachers, counselors, and administrative to give to students in need throughout the school year. These types of pantries are crucial to keeping kids healthy and engaged in school, especially those who may not have a stable home to turn to. In Billings Public School alone, more than 600 students are identified as homeless. Volunteer Engagement Coordinator of United Way, Chrissy Breezy, says classroom essentials can be costly, and Operation School Supply brings donors throughout the community together to help classrooms in need.
They see a difference, teachers, seeing that if they have the supplies they need, they have better behavior in the classroom, they have better grades, And it also helps out teachers too, because teachers spend a lot of money on supplies for their classroom.
Breezy says they're still in need of items like headphones, trapper keepers, and hygiene products. If you can't make a supply donation, they're always accepting monetary donations through the QR code on your screen.
The last day to drop off your donations is August 31st. You can bring them here to United Way of Yellowstone County or to the Laurel Administration Building. With Nonstop Local, I'm Travia Forte.
Alrighty, thank you for that, Travia. The City of Billings Public Works says 54th Street West, that's the street between Rimrock Road and Grand Avenue, is currently closed for utility tie-in. Looking at the map on your screen now, local access remains open for Mont Vista to still use Rimrock Road, and Cottonwood and Grand Peaks can also use Grand Avenue. Authorities are encouraging everyone to plan ahead and potentially prepare to take the scenic route. Now moving to Miles City, a boil water advisory issued by the city last week has since been lifted. The order was issued last week when the city's water treatment plant was unable to properly disinfect water coming into the system. The city says the Department of Environmental Quality advised them this morning that the order for Miles City and the Custer County Water Sewer District is no longer in effect. They add that disinfectant residuals have been confirmed and maintained in the water distribution systems all week. And if you have been using the service in your residence or business, there is no need to flush the water lines in the building, as normal use will have maintained a disinfectant residual in those lines. The city also gave a list of steps they recommend you follow after a boil water order ends. First, flush your plumbing and pipes by running cold water for at least 5 minutes. They also recommend you dump any ice in your fridge and flush those water feed lines. Finally, they suggest sanitizing any drinking water filters, replacing the water in your hot water heater, and replacing water cooler filters. The Miles City Water Department also wanted to thank the community for their patience. And in America Tonight, we'll turn now to the latest developments in the investigation of a deadly shooting today at the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. The campus placed on lockdown for hours after a gunman fatally shot a faculty member. Ali Vitali has the story.
Tonight, an alarming if too familiar scene. A college campus on lockdown after a deadly shooting.
Possible active shooter on campus.
This time at University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill.
I'm grieved to report that one of our faculty members was killed in this shooting. This loss is devastating, and the shooting damages the trust and safety that we so often take for granted in our campus community.
It began this afternoon with a school alert for an armed, dangerous person on or near campus. Go inside now. Avoid windows. Just 1 week after classes started.
Has a 9mm. Possible Asian male.
Heavily armed officers swarming the campus. Students walking down the street with hands up. Many posting pictures sheltering inside school buildings.
So immediately we all just stayed hiding in the stalls, squatting on the toilets, just scared. We didn't know what was happening.
It was terrifying because, you see that on your phone and you think it's just one of those things.
Police putting out this photo of what they called a person of interest. Then what appeared to be an arrest late today, shown on NBC station WRAL.
And now they're leading the person around the vehicle in handcuffs. That's the person we saw sitting down on the street with his hands behind his back, getting into the back of that police car.
And just after 4 o'clock, the campus given the all clear.
Also in America this weekend, thousands of people converged on the National Mall in Washington, D.C. for the 60th anniversary of Reverend Martin Luther King Jr.'s March on Washington. The rally took place at the Lincoln Memorial, where Martin Luther King Jr. delivered his I Have a Dream speech. But speakers earlier today say America has yet to fulfill his dream. The event was convened by the King's Drum Major Institute and the Reverend Al Sharpton's National Action Network. A host of black civil rights leaders and a multiracial interfaith coalition of allies rallied attendees on the same spot, where as many as 250,000 people gathered in 1963 for what is still considered one of the greatest and most consequential racial justice and equality demonstrations in U.S. history. Those speakers included civil rights leaders such as the Reverend Al Sharpton and King's son, Martin Luther King III.
60 years ago, Martin Luther King talked about a dream. 60 years later, we're the dreamers. The problem is we're facing the schemers. It's the streamers on one side, the schemers on the other. The dreamers are fighting for voting rights. The schemers are changing voter regulations in states.
Instead of moving forward, it feels as if we're moving backward. The question is, what are we going to do? Do we realize that it is we, the people, who can make changes, represent history in the right way, ensure that hatred and hostility is not espoused all over our nation?
And while people converged on the National Mall in Washington, D.C., a tragedy unfolded on the streets of Jacksonville Saturday when police say a gunman opened fire at a Dollar General store in a racially motivated attack. Police identified the gunman as 21-year-old Ryan Christopher Palmeter, who they say killed 3 people and directly targeted black individuals. Palmeter put on a bulletproof vest and mask and went to the Dollar General store and started shooting before turning the gun on himself, according to police. There have been several natural disasters across the country in the past few months, and the federal government is taking action to try to help communities more prepared to weather coming storms. The Federal Emergency Management Agency is awarding $3 billion to help build resiliency against extreme weather. FEMA has already approved one project that would combat extreme heat by planting thousands of trees. Other communities have been awarded money to upgrade their energy grid, install new sewer mains, and elevate homes in flood-prone neighborhoods. And tomorrow night, the entire statewide team at Nonstop Local is excited to bring you the premiere of a story we have been working on for a very long time. We will be bringing you Returning Honor, a Help Me Bend special. And tonight, we have a little preview just for you. Check it out.
It's a story of kindness and courage that started in Montana.
This is about my father and this Japanese officer.
That became a collaboration a world away.
My name is Nairu from Dites TV.
On a quest to find the rightful owner of this piece of history.
That is my uncle.
And led to a reunion that defied all expectations.
We found Kenzo Kobayashi, and he's alive.
Returning Honor, a Help Me Bend inspirational special. Tuesday at 6:30, only on Nonstop Local.
To that, and you can check out all of Returning Honor, a Help Me Bend special, tomorrow at 6:30, only here on Nonstop Local. Now, stay with us, everyone, because meteorologist Mark Haycott has the extended look at the weather forecast right after the break.